G'day guys, it's Calvin from the Car Tune Company in New Zealand. So I'm driving the Soarer. I deliberately got the window down because I'm hoping you're going to hear the exhaust note, because it's got a misfire, and I see lots of guys posting stuff about misfires on Facebook and on forums, looking for misfires, why their car isn't running right. And generally it's pretty simple stuff. It's the basics. A bit of history on this car. It's got 43,000 Ks on the clock. To do 43,000 Ks at this age, it's spent a lot of time sitting around it. So it's actually had some crap in the tank. It's had a set of injectors serviced in it. It's got new plugs and leads. When I put my foot down, you'll hear it pop, bang. It's a little hard to hear. Try it with the window up. So I noticed it when I was driving over. It had a bit of a lull. At 100 Ks, it's actually really nice to drive. But off the bottom, it is slow. For a Soarer, very slow. And when I restarted it after it had been sitting for a couple of hours, it really popped and burbled. It was a little bit low on fuel, so I'm taking that into consideration as well. And I also see cars just like this where guys have got a list of parts they've changed, they've still got a problem, and they just keep looking elsewhere. I'm also going to be keeping the ECU as a possible problem. I was going to bring my Mines ECU to give the Mines ECU a test, but I didn't, so we'll see what comes out of this. I'm not going to fix it tonight. I'm going to drive home, and it's my job this week. We'll get in and have a look at it. Right now, it's actually, there's a bit of a surge. I'm pretty smooth, new seal, and it's got a bit of a surge. It's not that pleasant. Taking off from the traffic lights earlier, you really noticed how much of a slug it was. Driving over actually had it on cruise control most of the time, so it was kind of disguised by that. But now it really does feel like it has dropped a lung. Like it feels like we're on 7 just cruising. So that's probably going to make it easier to find anyway. Oh, did we hear that? That was a big misfire. Don't worry guys, the speedo's 4 Ks an hour out, and this is 110 K zone. Only a couple of them in New Zealand actually allows us to do 110. But you can really notice the misfire up here now. Don't stop misfiring. Oh, there it is. Can we hear that exhaust? Oh, it's sounding okay there when I get out. Definitely. Good misfire this morning. Makes it easier to find when it's doing it. Soarer. I've got 18% on my battery.
You make it quick.
What was the first thing you did?
Check that we're getting enough fuel.
Were we?
Not sufficient, but the misfire's at low RPM, so we've moved on.
Correct. So one of the first things we did is check fuel flow, and it doesn't have enough. It had about 700 mils.
Just under 625.
625 in 30 seconds. 1.2 in a minute. We really want 2 litres a minute as sort of a minimum is what I work to, and that means that we have sufficient fuel under hard acceleration. So the fuel pump in this is getting tired. Now, it's had a fuel filter. It actually blocked the fuel filter. It was full of crap. It was so dirty, this fuel filter actually got through, the dirt got through to the fuel injectors.
Yeah, Chase.
Right. So it's where we at?
We're looking at plugs.
Oh, you're looking at plugs.
And
It
we're
had block fuel injectors.
our 3 different styles that we have going on.
And that one isn't looking quite as nice. Slightly different.
And we've got...
And so it's had new plugs. It's had new leads. Because this is not a 2020 engine on the leads. There's the date on it. And so I did supply Aaron with leads. 2020. So it's had leads, it's had caps, it's had rotors.
We've got 2 like that.
I'm still concerned about fuel supply, fuel injector supply, because these ones...
Should we put the plugs back in and find what cylinder is actually misfiring? Or it's not, it's going to be a bit tricky.
So the more you drove it, the worse it got.
Yeah.
Got real bad when it was cold, colder at night. So when I've been driving at home, I've been driving it for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and it was just terrible.
Yeah.
Like
worse than what it was when I started it up.
Really bad.
Ooh, okay. And that felt horrible.
Okay, so it's had coils too, eh?
Yeah, well, because you got to look at your customer, eh? This guy doesn't spare any money.
No, he likes it right.
He likes it right, all to spec.
Okay, so it's all new, genuine Toyota stuff. What I'd like you to do right at this point, because you've got the plugs out, even though it's in pieces, can you just whip that ECU out carefully, please? Just be careful of that door.
Yeah.
Whip the ECU out, it's underneath the carpet. And let's open up the ECU and have a look, eh?
You know exactly where you're looking.
Look at the ooze.
Oh yes, okay. Oh yes, and it's on that capacitor.
Hey, I think I finally cracked my GoPro screen.
I think it's still missing, eh?
That's right here. Here it is. There it is. Definitely misfire, eh? It's got a good misfire. That coil's been replaced. Jace wants his drive car. Has it got an engine check light? Oh, these are funny. It tells you in Japanese. Still there though.
No matter what. I think it's this side.
Why do you think it's that side?
Sounds like this side's on this side.
I can't get my heat gun down to it. Is the timing light for me? I'm not actually wanting to check the timing.
Oh.
Grab the timing light, just clip the timing light onto each lead, and I'm going to rev up.
Is that right?
Turn it around the other way.
Turn this.
Yes.
Like that?
Yes. Point it at me.
That one's right, eh?
This one. And next one.
Next side.
Next side. It's making me think it's not a spark misfire, which is just a pain. I'm reckoning it's a fuel injector, because this one's had that dirty fuel injector. Had that dirty fuel filter.
And we didn't do injectors then. Stop.
Someone in Auckland did it.
Oh, we can't get to the other side. Oh, we have to go here.
Yeah.
Next one.
They get ya.
Nah. The thing did, yeah.
Oh, the trigger.
Yeah. And I thought it was shocking me. It was more of a front.
No, this one.
Oh. Why is that glowing solid like that? Eh?
Just got a really good, might be getting pick up off another one.
Okay.
That's no good, that one. Right, next one. Oh, that's the coil leaders wide.
Oh.
Going 4 times as fast. Okay, yeah, last one.
Nah, it's not.
No, right. Right, I'm going to check the oxygen sensor voltage, eh? FP. Yep. Give it a rev. Give it a good rev. So what it actually shows, so it's got a fuel pump computer in it, which reduces voltage to the fuel pump.
It's stable.
When you did the fuel flow, did you bridge this terminal or did you start it?
I just started it.
Okay, so it's on low fuel flow then. So it's on the 9.5 volts. So I should explain that to you.
Okay.
So it's on 9.5, and then when it goes, you give it a rev, watch what happens to the voltage. Give it a good rev. Pump it up and give it up like a big.
Yeah.
Got it? So that increases the voltage, increases the fuel flow. So you might actually have okay fuel flow. You just
Oh, okay.
Didn't
So
check it
when I
out.
was supposed to do that, I was supposed to bridge these.
bridge that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that puts it to high voltage.
Okay.
Okay, but oxygen sensors,
Next, no, you missed it. Yeah, there you go.
nothing. Nobody home in both of them. So I can't use that to measure what's going on.
Yeah.
They just run a little bit rich, these early ones. They'll actually function relatively fine.
That noise is still there.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I think we're going to leave it for now, but in the morning, I'll get you to, oh, maybe you want to do it now? Pull them fuel injectors out of it? Throttle body off.
Yep.
And then undo the bolts. There's a bit of stuff to clear out of the way, like the wiring and stuff out of the way.
Yeah. Jason won't be able to drive it tonight.
No, he's not driving home tonight. You don't have a belt on, eh?
Yeah.
Be very careful of paintwork.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I always do.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? It's just a belt. Oh, that's could be it. What she got over there?
That's what she's got.
That's not stinky enough.
Not red.
That's not stinky enough.
Okay. It's in, oh,
So there's definitely something stinky around.
fuck yeah. I got Scott. That comes away.
Pull the fuel injectors out.
You see that thread was clear?
Yeah.
And then it filled up with all that shit as I was pouring the fuel out. It's a Soarer. I think we might have found the issue. Yeah, boy. Nice.
That one's okay.
Alright. And then what about this one? Yep, she's mint. The shit that came out of the fuel road was insane.
Okay, she's stuffed, man.
She is. Ball good.
Okay, we got to come up with a plan. Because it's obviously still pushing crap through the fuel
Drop the
filter.
tank.
Suck out the tank. Put another pump in it. Oh, I've talked to the owner.
Yeah.
But there's our issue.
Yeah, boy. I thought it was cool because I'd be able to like re-kit them out.
Nah, man. Waste of time.
It's like someone put sand in his motor. Look at that.
Totally full.
That's unbelievable. This one's fine.
Fine, relative.
Yeah. So is that one.
Yeah, relative.
Relative, but you got a good comparison now here.
Oh, mate.
You know, compared with the other one.
Yeah, okay. There's our issue.
There's our issue.
Just, it's fuel tank's full of crap.
Like, full of crap, because it's got half a tank.
Yeah, and it's had a fuel filter, so it's still pumping crap through it. So there's our issue. The fuel injectors are blocked. This car's been sitting for quite a time. Over its life, it's only done like 34,000 k's or something stupid, 35. So it's been a lot of time sitting around. And the owner put a fuel filter on it. It was dirty and yucky. No, that's on the front of the engine there, those bad ones. So I talked to the customer. Pretty sure I'll have some injectors around somewhere we can show something in it, but I believe the injectors have been out and had something done with them, and they are still disgusting. So we've got to come up with a plan to prevent this going forward and actually make it a nice car again. Right.